most effed up thing you've witnessed at a bachelor party? When I met Toby 3 years ago, I thought I'd found my person. He was working temporarily in my city, and I swear he was perfect. Like the kind of guy who remembered how I took my coffee and would surprise me with flowers just because it was Tuesday. When he proposed and said we needed to move to his home state for his career, I didn't even hesitate. I gave up my job, my friends, my rent-controlled apartment, everything. Because when you find your soulmate, you make sacrifices, right? The thing was, loneliness hit me hard after the move. Toby traveled constantly for this permanent job, and I knew nobody. I'd spend nights crying in our empty apartment wondering if I'd made a mistake. But then he'd come home and hold me, and I'd convince myself it was worth it. Meeting his mother should have sent me running. She looked at me with this fake smile and said things like, "How sweet that you gave up your little career," while constantly mentioning his ex Jennifer. His dad was kind, but would barely speak because his wife would literally dismiss him anytime he tried to be nice to me. She had keys to our place and controlled everything, including which couples we could be friends with. I started feeling like I was losing myself, but I loved him so much I just kept making excuses. The wedding planning broke me down even more. Every choice I made got overruled. Her venue, her flowers, her guest list. She actually brought photos of Jennifer to my dress shopping to show what suited her son's taste. I went home and sobbed that night, but Toby was traveling again, so I just buried it. Then she insisted on inviting Jennifer to the wedding. I finally stood up for myself, but Toby said she was just a friend now and his mom really wanted her there, so could I please not make this difficult? I caved like always while dying inside. When my best friends arrived last week, they immediately saw how broken I'd become. They planned a spa bachelorette weekend to help me feel better, but then my mother-in-law announced she was joining. Toby texted begging me to include her, saying she was excited to have a daughter-in-law, and I just felt so trapped that I said yes. That weekend was torture. She ruined everything while constantly talking about Jennifer and how she knew how to keep Toby satisfied. After drinking too much at dinner, she started going on about his needs and his appetite and how some women just understood what men required. Then she mentioned Jennifer was staying at the wedding hotel on the same floor as the bachelor party because Toby wanted her comfort. My heart started racing and I called him, but no answer. My mother-in-law saw my panic and actually said, "I'm not surprised you can't keep my son satisfied." That's when something in me snapped. My friends went full detective mode and found the bachelor party. The suite was full of strippers even though he'd promised me there wouldn't be any. His friends drunkenly said he went to catch up with an old friend. I knew before I even used my key to our honeymoon suite. There in the bed we were supposed to share for the first time as husband and wife were Toby and Jennifer. She had the audacity to say, "He told me you knew about our arrangement." No shame, nothing. Toby wasn't even sorry, just angry I wasn't at the spa. He said he loved us both in different ways and she understood parts of him I couldn't handle. His mother appeared like she'd been waiting and said she'd warned me I wasn't enough, but the universe gave me a gift. Back in my room, I found an email from my silent father-in-law. Screenshots of years of texts between Toby and his mom. Him saying he still loved Jennifer, but that I was wife material. His mother orchestrated everything. There was evidence of other women during every business trip. My father-in-law apologized for being a coward who let this happen. That's when my heartbreak transformed into pure rage. MIL planned this. I was supposed to be the respectable wife so Jennifer could be the mistress. I think they expected me to run, but everyone was already there. So I forwarded those screenshots to someone very special and put on my wedding dress. They wanted their perfect wedding, and they were about to get exactly what they deserve. Full story on channel, linked below.